everyone. Good evening. How's everyone doing today? There's a lot of you have showed up for the stream. Good to see. We have Akil, Amrinder, Chirag, David, Mahesh, Mahin, Manjush, a bunch of people on YouTube as well. Good to see you guys on a Monday evening. Hope you guys are having a good Monday evening. So I'm just settling in and settling down. So you'll have to give me a minute. How's everyone doing? If you're here in chat, say hi. Let me know that you're here. Would like to hear your voices. We're on. Refresh the page. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to set up Discord. So if you guys want to join on Discord, that's an option. Just give me 2 seconds. All right, so how's everyone doing? Mahesh says, hi, sir. Hi, Mahesh. How are you doing? How's your Monday evening? How is everyone doing on a Monday? I hope everyone's having a good Monday. Today's Monday, yes? I'm alone today. I'm on my lonesome, and I'm going to be making some music. I'm excited about today's music because I was playing around earlier and I was having a lot of fun, so it's going to be a fun stream. I was playing around with a bunch of the synths. So as you guys can see, so there's one synth here. There's another synth over here. You can't really see it. And we've pretty much got, everything set up. So, this is like the production station. So we can do everything and have a lot of fun. So yes, there are a bunch of you here. So if you guys are here, say hi. Say hi in chat. Let me make sure that you guys can hear and that everything is working well. Let me know if there's any problem with the audio. I hope not. Just increase my level a bit. It's always a little nicer when there's someone with you. It was nice. Last week was nice. We had, Spinny was making music with us last week, so that was a lot of fun. Amrinder says, hi, Don. Hey, Amrinder, how's it going? Did you get married yet? Or are you still just attending friends' weddings? So we're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna try our hand at some synthwave music. It's music that I like listening to, but I never really, sat and made anything. So today's gonna be an exercise in doing that. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Everybody else, what about Akil, David? I think Mahesh already said hi. Mahin, Manjush. Okay, let me just leave a text for the people on YouTube. Hello, YouTube people. Thanks for tuning in. Amrinder says, trying, but no one is going to the toilet sometime soon. Just stay positive, Amrinder. Just hope for the best, right? There's always a silver lining. I'm sure there is some girl out there who's just waiting for you. David says, hi, how are you doing? Happy to join you all. Happy to have you on board, David. Hope you're having a good time. I'm in there anytime soon. Yes, so, yeah, for those of you who are new, I hope you guys are trying out the platform, trying out the courses. Some exciting news. Mayan says, hey, Don. Hey, Mayan, how you doing? Missed you in class last week. No, I think you didn't come in last week. Hope you guys are having a good Monday evening. yeah, we're going to be making some music, having some fun. I hope you guys are using the platform. Some exciting news coming soon. We're going to be having some new courses by some pretty exciting new trainers that are going to be talking about some really interesting subjects and uploading a bunch of content on the platform starting next month. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So right now we're currently working on that. I think everyone's slowly settling into the holiday mood. Um, mid December, sorry. We're getting there. It's gonna be the holidays and the New Year soon. So yeah, what are you guys doing for the New Year's? You guys gonna be partying? If you guys are partying, if you guys are going out and having a good time, that's good. But be safe. Take precautions. Make sure you're wearing your masks. Do good things, make good decisions. Yes. So we have quite a few more people joining on YouTube. Quite a few people who've joined in on the platform. Good to see all you guys. Hope you guys are having a good evening. So we're gonna play around with some plugins, also some free plugins. I think Spinny has added some plugins to the platform. So let's change our screen and check this out. So on the platform, as always, on the Q&A forum, Spinny has a thread for free plugins that he's been finding. Oh, you can really hear me breathe on this mic. So let's see. Spinny has added Isotope Vocal Doubler. Oh, we can play with that. Temper, I have no idea what that is. Vlad G and Tokyo Dawn Proximity has my name in it. We definitely have to try out that plugin. So yeah, we're gonna try out some free plugins. We're gonna play around with the synths because the synths are all plugged in. Gonna make some music, have some fun. Again, if you're in chat, say hi. Let me know you're watching. And as always, at any time, if you guys have questions, don't feel shy to ask your questions. Even if we don't get to your questions in this session, you can always ask your questions in the Q&A forum. Akhil, I think you asked a question on a problem you're having with your plugin folder. I saw that today and it completely slipped me. I will put down an answer to that after the stream. I will check that out and we'll go through that. So yeah, hope you guys are having, as always, a good Monday evening. We're going to have a fun Monday evening making music. What's even more fun is we are going to be making music in Live 11, the beta. So it's always fun to be making music on the beta. The beta is always fun. So we're gonna do that. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So yep, everything is working. Synths are on. And we should be good to go. Alright, you guys won't be able to hear some of those synths unless I turn the routing on. In live, it's going to be a little painful, but we'll get through it. Yeah, this streaming and using the same computer for streaming and Ableton Live on Windows is a bit of a pain because there are some latency issues, but we will overcome. So it's all good. Cool. So we're gonna. I'm gonna attempt to make some very retro synthwave music, since the synths that I have in front of me are really good for synthwave. The synthwave style of music, and synthwave music always has some really nice funk elements in it. So I want to play around with that, have some fun, make some music with those concepts, and see how it goes from there. So let's jump straight into it. So let's get some drums first. 707, right? Classic kit, retro kit. Let's go with that. And let's just go ahead and put in a bass. Let's just put in normal kicks. Yeah. I also have a little difficulty looking at the screen because the mixer is covering the bottom of the screen, so I have to like bob and weave and try to see what's going on. Okay. Let's slow that tempo down. Since we're in synthwave, let's stay down at 100, 110 BPM size. So let's start with 110 and see how it goes from there. All right. Let's get a snare. So we're just gonna go for a very basic 4 on the floor. And the great thing about Live 11 is now we have snapshots on our drum kit, so we can play through and listen to it. I'm just gonna up this vintage thing that says vintage over here. It sounds really nice. And let's make the snare a little interesting. Let's go ahead and put a gated reverb on that snare because, you know, what's retro music without a gated reverb snare? So let's just go ahead and do that. There's already a reverb channel here, but I'm just gonna, yeah, we'll use the same reverb channel that's over here. Let's just put a gate in front of it. So let's go to our audio effects. Dynamics? Yes. Let's put a gate on that. And let's sidechain this to the snare on the same 707 kit. So 707. And I think that's the snare. Or is this one the snare? Let's see. Yeah, it's getting signal. Awesome. Okay. And let's give it some send amount. There we go. Let's make it a nice big sound. Give it some diffusion, some reflection. And now let's start toning down this the gate. So just bring the release all the way down, the hold all the way down. Again, I'm struggling to see the parameters because cables are blocking it. I'm just ever so adjusting the threshold until we get it. There we go. Let's reduce the amount slightly. Oops, that was volume, wrong one. And let us just taper off these lows a bit. That sounds interesting. All right, so basic drum kit. Now let's go move on to the interesting things. So let's get like maybe a basic bass line going. So I have Waldorf Pulse 2 over here. So I'm just gonna set it up so I get a signal into the Waldorf. So on my MIDI 2 port, I'm just gonna go ahead and choose Pulse 2. Pulse 2 is my synth. So what'll happen is any MIDI that's, if I'm playing MIDI over here, or if it's MIDI that I'm even programming in the software, what'll happen is it'll route that MIDI to the synth, and then the synth will play that audio, if that makes sense. So let me just, yep, that's working. You guys can't hear it. I will make it so you guys can hear it. So I'll just set up an audio track to return. And that is set up to 1. So this should work. So I'll just turn the monitor on and you should hear it now. And let me turn that on. Yep. So you can hear the synth is, so I haven't loaded any instrument, but you can hear sound. That's because MIDI is going from my MIDI track over here. It's going out of my system into a synth that I have over here on the desk, and then the synth is sending an audio signal into my mixer, and then I'm listening back to it on live. That drum suddenly sounded so spacey and big with those effects. Yeah, the using gated reverb on snare sounds gives you that immediate, 70s, not 70s, but like 80s disco vibes, and it sounds quite big. So yeah, using that is a lot of fun. So let's see. So what I like to do is, um, let's find a nice sound first. So I'm just gonna go through the presets on the synth and let's see what we can get. That sounds cool. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm also gonna set my my scale. So I'm thinking we do a D minor pentatonic. Why not? Minor pentatonic. I was inspired by pentatonics with Spinny this week, working with Spinny on some of his music. So he was using pentatonics a lot, so why not? Okay, let's see what we have. Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. So let's try that. So I have my... I'm just gonna go ahead and I have to do that to 132s. Let's do that. Let's adjust it. And I'll put my phone on silent. Oh, I already have. So proud of myself. Let's adjust some of these notes. Oopsie. And there we go. All right, and once we have the sound that we want, maybe let's add a little bit more to this. I'm gonna just extend the length of my... Yeah, let's make the MIDI, let's make our bass like 4 bars long, because I want to play around with some things. Let's duplicate that. Yeah, I just want to put that in. Okay, let's do some editing. Again, because of the latency, some notes do go off. Okay, why is it starting? Oh, that's not good. Okay. Okay, maybe we'll just do that again. Oh, I forgot to record that. No need to fear. We have capture. Oh no, because I haven't enabled. It's okay, we'll record it. I think I can do that better. Okay, I'm just gonna change the grid to 132 so you have a bit finer control, and let's just edit these notes. Nice, there you go. All right, I think next maybe we can, so we have one synth part here. Let's record this synth. So it's not recorded yet. The audio is not recorded into live. So now I need to actually record it into live. So this monitor track, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to turn the monitor to auto. Right. Enable recording, and let's record it. Okay, the signal is very, very weak, so I'm just going to boost it. So loud, it's blowing my ears out. All right, so I'm just gonna record this this MIDI section. That it sounds horribly off, but that's again because of the latency. And again, it's because I'm sending all these things over MIDI, so now and then sometimes, I have to restart some systems, but it's okay. I can just edit the start times over here. So let me just do this, zoom in a bit more, do this, maybe a bit more, do that. And should be fine now. And 0 and 0, enter. All right, there's that bit of delay at the beginning. Okay, we need to capture that. And let's bring. I'm hearing double. looks like the clock has completely gone out of sync. So in that case, what we do is I'm just gonna restart the synth because it was on for a while. I've been using it a while today. And just turn it back on. Okay, now let's give that a shot. Okay, it sounds like I have timing issues over here. Let me just... that is right. Oh, some of my notes are off. Let's just fix that quickly. And copy this over. All right. And let's remove all these duplicate notes. Yeah, that's working fine now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Armando's office is looking solid though. Thanks, Armand. Thanks for tuning in. Doop, doop, doop. Let's see who else we have. Oh, a lot of people. Gopinath is joined in. Hey, Gopinath. Ashlu, I think that's Anthony has also joined in. Okay, so let me just go ahead and record this into live, this audio. Hopefully we don't have as much latency anymore. Let's see how that turned out. So I'm just going to mute that. Let's turn off that channel. I don't have to mute that. And let's listen to this. Yeah, so as you can tell, it has started off. So it's okay. We can adjust this. So I'm just going to set the start time. It's not as bad as before. That's a good thing. And there you go. Okay. Let's maybe do this. Much better. Okay. And let me just set the length. So it's a 4-bar loop that I made. And let's listen to that. That break in the end actually sounds pretty cool. It gives it that kind of break. Okay, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna keep this MIDI track for routing MIDI to my synths. So I'm just gonna keep renaming these clips. So I'm just gonna call this Waldorf bass, and I'll just keep this, as a reference at the bottom, because again, these MIDI clips that I'm using over here, I'm using them more for information, just to send to my synths and to get sounds out of them. Let's try let us try the mini log. Okay, and let me just rename this. I'll call it wall bass. That's from the Waldorf. And now we have the mini log, which is going in that channel. And I think you guys should hear this about now. Okay, there's a bit of a latency issue again, but it's okay. For you guys, you won't really hear the latency. It'll just sound off when I'm playing it initially, and then I'll put it back into time. Okay, and the cool thing is I can send this MIDI. So right now MIDI is going to pulse 2. I can send it to my mini log, and my input port is port 2, channel 3. Okay, so what I basically did was your synthesizers listen to different channels of MIDI. MIDI works across channels basically. Like think of literally like, TV channels. So if I want to, if certain instruments are sitting on certain channels, I need to make sure I'm sending it to that specific channel so that it receives it. And let's just turn this. And you guys should be able to hear this now. Alright, one sec. Let me just check my input-output settings. Yeah, it's not going to get better than this. That is a problem with Windows when you don't. I mean, Mac has core audio, which is a lot more stable than Windows codecs like MME, DirectX, ASIO. But we're working on Windows systems, so this is what we got. Alright, so let's see what we can get on this synth. So it is super loud. Let's go higher. Ow. Let's just reduce that volume a bit. Let's find a better patch. So I want to go for something more on the lines of lead. Sounds interesting. So, since I'm anyway playing an ARP over there, what I'll do is I'll just put in a ARP over here. So I like those notes sound nice. So let's just go ahead and let's do this. And let's just go ahead and put an ARP on it and see what happens. MIDI effects. Again, this is gonna sound off for you guys because of the latency over the stream. But don't worry, we'll fix it. Okay, I'm just gonna make some small changes. Maybe it's a little too high on the octave. Let's bring down that octave. And let's change the... Again, sounds super off, don't worry about it, we'll fix it. So I'm just going to keep it at this for now, and then we'll start adding some effects to it and play around with it. So we need to record that. Let me turn this off. Turn that on. And okay, let's do this. Okay, and now let's go ahead and fix the timing. So it's magically on time now. And 4-bar length, yeah. Arman, please make music that I can use for PCP. You gotta pay me the money, bro. You gotta pay the producer, pay the piper. You get all the music you want. Okay, let's play around with this. So this is from the mini log. So I'm just gonna go ahead and change this to, let's call this mini synth. I know. Mini synth. Let's put a delay on that and see what happens. So let's go to our audio effects. Let's go to our delay and loop. Let's drop that on there. There we go. Arman, name your price. You can't afford me, bro. You can't afford me. Anyway, so we have some interesting sounds going on so far. I'm just going to chuck this MIDI track right at the beginning so it doesn't confuse us. interesting sound. Let's go ahead and put some chords on top of this, because why not? I'm going to use a soft synth for this, so I'm not going to use a hardware synth. We'll use one of the synths in the software. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm just going to check if there's anybody anywhere else with questions. None. Okay. So, where was I? Yes. Chords. Let's play around with some chords. Let's find a fun instrument for our chords. Let's use that new synth that Spinny was playing around with. I forget what it's called. Shit. Okay, let's find it. So in plugins, I think it started with the T. Temper? Was it Temper? Vital. Okay, it didn't start with the T. It started with the V. Okay, let's play with Vital. I think Akhil suggested this as a free plugin. Again, this is a free plugin that you guys can try out. Oof, that is so loud. Alright, we're getting somewhere nice. Okay, let's just go through these presets, see what we got. Keys. No. Nope. So this key station sounds interesting. Let's try this key station out. Let's see. Okay, let's stick around that. And let's see what we can play with this. Nikhil said suddenly became very stereo wide, like it was coming equally. How did the delay suddenly make the melody so wide? Did you use ping pong? Yes, I used ping pong on the melody line. So on the melody line itself. Okay, so I'm just gonna let me just put in what I just played because I don't want to lose that. Okay. Let's go for a 4-bar loop here again. And let us change our position. Let me close this. And let's do this. Change this playhead. Okay, I need to consolidate this because it's going all over the place. Let's consolidate that to 8ths. That should be fine. Let's also make sure the notes extend towards the end. So just going to do that. Hope you guys are having fun with the stream. Again, if you guys have any questions, make sure to ask your questions. I'm having a good time. This is music that I always love listening, the type of music I love listening to. If Adit is listening, he'll probably feel that it's like reminiscing towards like the kind of music that Dr. Disrespect would play on his channel. So for those of you who don't know, like, I'm a big gamer. I love playing video games, and one of the streamers that I really like watching is a guy called Dr. Disrespect, and the music that he uses for his channel is all synthwave. So that's what I thought. Why not? Let's make some synthwave music this week. So I think this is pretty much what we'll do throughout the week. We'll just be sitting and making some interesting synthwave music. We'll make this into a full track, and we'll have a lot of fun with it. Okay, let's see how this sounds. Interesting sounds. I think maybe we'll go for a let's sidechain the kick on this. So let's go into our audio effects. Let's get a go into dynamics, compressor. There we go. Let's dump that onto our thing. Okay, so let's go hard on this compression. Make it attack fast, release, and let's sidechain it. I wanted to like pump with the kick drum. Let's see how that sounds. Starting to sound pretty good. Wow, we're almost done with an hour. That was fast. Again, if you guys have questions, ask your questions. We're having some fun with some synth wave music. Playing around, having a good time. Hello, YouTube people. Hope you guys are having a good time. If you're watching on YouTube, you can, there's a link in the description to join our platform. So yeah, I'll just quickly show the platform. So yes, this is our platform, the DJP Media platform. It's a learning platform. You can talk to us while we're streaming. There's a bunch of courses that you can try out. We have a bunch of courses coming out, new courses coming out in Jan. We're going to be having some courses on video production. We're going to be having some really cool courses by some really interesting artists that we're working with right now. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So those are all coming out in Jan, all on the platform. And yes, we have a Q&A forum. I'll just show that quickly. So if you click on the Q&A forum, we just have a forum which is quite active right now with people asking questions and getting responses from members of the community, from trainers over here at DJP Media. So if you guys have questions, you can ask us your questions and we will respond to them. It can be on anything related to music production. Any way we can help you, you can ask your questions over here. The link to the platform is in the description, so check that link out and you can get onto the platform. All right, so back to the music. Let's listen to what we have. Also, if you guys have any suggestions of what you would like me to do next, of how you would like the song to go next, I will definitely, we can make the song together. So if you guys have suggestions, if you think we could do something else, ask away. let's space out these chords. So I just want to throw my fifths over here 1 octave higher. And I'm just going to go for an inversion on my thirds. And let's see what happens. Maybe a little too high on the fifths, so let me just bring them back. That inversion sounds nice though. Okay, well, we have 4 tracks. Maybe we'll start laying something rough down in arrangement, and we can start adding more tracks from there. So let's just take all this to arrangement. And tab. There we go. Oh, my drum kit is only 1 bar long. Interesting. So let's just actually make this just longer, just easier to play with. And let us take these notes and extend that. All right. All right, so let's work out an intro. So let's just take everything, let's move it a bit to the right, and I think we'll just start with like a kick, right? We'll just start with a kick playing and then, take it from there. So let me just go ahead and mute that. And maybe let's put the synth over it. All right, this is turning out to be fun. Let's bring in the whole kit after that. And maybe our bass. Where's my bass? There it is. Let's maybe put in a roll also. Let's get in one of those nice old school synth rolls. Oh, let me just. Okay. Just like an old school roll, and then we'll just put a lot of reverb on it. The latency is throwing me off. Yeah. Okay, it's very off, but it's okay. I will put it back in time in the thing. And let's do this. Oops. Let's start from the beginning. And then we go in and adjust the timing. Okay. Oopsie. Let's give it 16ths. Alright, so we have our roll over there. I think I might put my rolls on a separate track, so I'll use a separate track for effects and rolls and things like that. So I'm just going to duplicate this core kit down. And let me remove this. And just keep this section. Let's remove all this. It just makes it easier splitting your tracks up. So as I keep progressing also, I'll probably start splitting my snares and my kicks and things like that as we move along. Right now it's just the ideation stage, so not getting into it too much. Rohin Zone, sir, do we need to learn music theory to make beats? Not the basics, but the advanced. Ronan, no, you don't need to know too advanced music theory. Then again, you don't. It's not too hard. You know, knowing some music theory is always good, right? Knowing music theory is not just going to help you compose your music, but just know what you want to do next. It's going to help you out a lot. For example, like building different sections of your song. You're building, you're making build-ups, breakdowns, verses, choruses, all these different sections, and you want to make them maybe sound different or introduce new elements. Music theory will always help in that. Now, don't get too bogged down by that. It's not as difficult as it may sound. We do have a video on some music theory that you can check out on the platform, which is this video is actually free on the platform. So if you actually go to the platform, and the first module is for free. Even if you're not signed up. And, if you're not signed up, maybe you should. It's just $100 a month, and there's a lot you can get out of it. So in the first module, we have a video over here on music theory. So you can just go ahead and watch that. I can't hear it. I don't know why. But yes, so there is a module on because I muted it. That's why. Still can't hear it. Okay. So anyway. There is a module on music theory. You can check that out. Go to the platform. Link is in the description. It's a free module, so you can try it out. There's a bunch of exercises and a bunch of downloadable resources that you can try out. What are some simpler sounding melody options? Okay, so we have a new question on. I have to sit and go through some of the questions on the platform. Over the night, it seems a lot of you guys have been asking questions. But yes, is it necessary to understand advanced music theory? No, it's not necessary to understand advanced music theory. That also depends on what you mean by advanced music theory. But it's not really necessary to get started with your music. But at the same time, it's not a bad idea to just, as you're working on your music and building more music, to just brush up on music theory over time. It'll always help you. Just decide what kind of things you want to work on. So I hope that answers your question. All right, let's get back to the project. So it's a very that Phil Collins song, right? That drum roll. So let's just go ahead. I'm just going to dump some reverb onto that track. Let's go for reverb and resonance. Reverb. Let's put that on the track. Right, and might as well just bring in everything. Let's bring in the chords also. We're definitely going to add more to this track over time, but just for now, we're running out of time, so let's just go ahead and bring this in. loop that a bit. So many ideas happening that I wish we can go through this. It's okay. Tomorrow we will continue on this and make this even greater. Ooh, okay, I want to do something really quickly. Let's put an auto filter on this lead. Auto filter should be in dynamics. No. Should be in EQ and filters. Yes. Right. This is the new, labeling system in Live 11 where they've changed the categories and shifted things around. So even I'm still like figuring it out sometimes. All right, let's give this some resonance. All right, let's do this. Let's plug in some automation. Switch over to our automation lanes. And let's automate frequency. Maybe from here. And then it goes up, I'm guessing. Yeah. Let's give that a... Oopsie. I don't know the shortcut on Windows for curving it. Is it Alt? There it is. Okay, I got it. All right, let's see how this sounds. And since we already have our rolls over here, we can just throw in some rolls in between. So let's say these two guys. Let's just take bits of that roll. Let's try this one. Let's see what that sounds like. And let's put it over here. All right, let's listen to that. Okay, I'm getting carried away. I know I'm way over my time limit, but I'm having fun with this. So this sounds like a lot of fun. Let me just do this one over here. And then we will call it a night. I didn't even get to go through the new plugins. I want to go through the new plugins and we didn't get to do that. We'll do it tomorrow. stream dead? What happened? Okay, is it just me? Oh, yeah, stream is alive. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night at this. It was a lot of fun. Hope you guys had fun with this track. I had a lot of fun making it. Yeah, I just want to keep listening to it. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have a lot of fun making this into a track over the week. Again, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna wrap up the stream right now. Thanks a bunch of you for sticking around and asking your questions and watching. I hope you guys had fun. Um, it's gonna be a fun week for me. I like working with this kind of music. I like sitting and making music. I don't get a lot of time to do that nowadays. Um, so this stream is a good excuse to do this. It's a nice way to end the day. Also, I feel after finishing the stream, talking to you guys, and making music, it feels really good. I generally feel much happier at the end of the day. So yes, last call. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask your questions, and I will answer them. If not, we will wind up with the stream. So tomorrow, same time, same place. I am going to be continuing with this song, and we'll probably flesh it out and make it into a proper song. Hopefully over the week. Maybe by the end of the week, I'll have a new song that I can actually put up that we made on stream. That would actually be pretty cool if we did that. Yeah, so that's about it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good week ahead. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay happy. And I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's stream. Peace.